Is this what your current English confidence looks like? Maybe you are feeling discouraged. Don't worry. Today I will teach you how to build confidence in your English speaking ability. Welcome to Speak English with Tiffani. I am teacher Tiffani, and today I am going to teach you how to build confidence in your English speaking ability. Are you ready? Well then, let's jump right in. Every English learner wants to be confident when they speak in English. But the question is, how can you build this confidence? Well, let's look at the concept of building a little closer. When something needs to be built, there are always people around to help. Some people physically help, some people give detailed instructions, and some people simply provide the layout design. But the most important person is the builder, the one who is in charge of putting the building together. So, what's the connection? Well, let's connect these helpers to your English learning. For example, the first helper represents your English teacher. The second helper represents the authors of the English books you study. The third helper represents the classmates who you study English with. The fourth helper represents the strangers that you meet and speak English with. And the builder is you. You see, let's call your English confidence a building. Your English confidence building. This building is made up of individual pieces or bricks. Each brick represents a different lesson or principle that you learn. However, in order to use this brick to build your English confidence, you must have helpers. Let's say our first brick is the English question, "How are you today?" Your first helper is your English teacher. Your English teacher creates the first layer of your brick. Their job is to explain the English concept or phrase that you are learning. So, your English teacher would explain that, "How are you today?" is actually a question that is used when you want to ask someone about their feelings. Your second helper is the author of the English book you are studying. The author creates the second layer of your brick. Through the English book, the author gives you multiple examples of how to use the concept explained to you by your teacher. So, the author would give different ways to respond to, "How are you today?" For example, "I'm fine, thank you, and you?" "Amazing, how about you?" "I'm on top of the world." "I'm good, thank you." "I'm okay, thanks." And "I'm a little sad." Next, your third helper is your classmate from your English class. Your classmate creates the third layer of your brick. You and your classmate strengthen this layer by practicing the examples you learned from the book. So, you and your classmate would practice asking each other the question, "How are you today?" And each of you would give your individual responses. Finally, your fourth helper is the stranger you meet on the street. Yep, that's right. The stranger you meet and start a conversation with is the one who creates the fourth layer of your brick. As you put into practice the English concept, expression, or conversation that you learned from your first three helpers, your brick will continue to get stronger. So, you can start the conversation with the stranger by asking them, "How are you today?" and then continue speaking with them. Finally, you, the builder, can place the brick at the base of your English confidence. It is up to you to recognize that the brick is strong enough before moving on to the next brick. Or, in other words, before moving on to your next English lesson. This means you must be proactive about strengthening each brick in your English confidence building. then you will definitely see your confidence in your English speaking ability increase. Are you ready to build your confidence? Click the link to download your free English ebook. Remember to subscribe.